Good morning. This is my groceries for the week. It is February 12th. I'm going groceries on Monday today because we had to head into town to go to a doctor's appointment. Got some good news. We're able to bear weight on our foot again. So very exciting. Hopefully start moving forward a little bit. So this is what I picked up this week. Most of my bill this week is in those two coolers there, but it's definitely worth it. So I went to two places, but then I got flash food as well at Superstore. I've decided going forward, I'm going to go to Gateway every week and start to buy even less at Superstore because they've kind of changed up their point system, and it annoys me because now I'm not getting near as many points as I was getting just even a month ago. So Gateway will be getting even more of my business than they currently do. So at Gateway, I picked up 2 more boxes of the strawberries. I had them on for 97 cents again. These ones actually look a little better than the last batch, but I'll go through and wash them. I had an iceberg lettuce I got for $1.97. I do still have a little bit of lettuce left from last week, but they had tomatoes on, so I'm starting to eat a lot more salads. So tomatoes I had on for 97 cents a pound, so this whole bag was $1.77. I would have actually bought even more, but some of them were barely ripe. They had the bags of celery hearts on for 97 cents. So I picked up 3 of those. Those are great for snacks. 2 heads of broccoli were $2.97 a piece. The mushrooms were $1.97 a piece as well. I do still have about half a container of mushrooms left from that last week, but I'd like to have them on hand. All right, I got another block of this processed cheese. We actually quite like it. I'm gonna try freezing some. Like separating the slices and freezing it and see how it comes out. And if it does come out good, then I'm gonna do up a bunch for the freezer. And I got just 2 packages of deli meat. They were $2.97 each for like the salami. They had these big 4-liter jugs of dressing on. This is creamy Greek, were $4.97. So I picked up one of those. They also had the barbecue sauce on, but I didn't pick any up this week, but I will next week when I go. These were $1.97 each. I don't even know if that's a good price, but we do have that storm coming, so we had to have some snacky stuff in the house. And because it's grocery day, you have to buy something from the 50 off rack. So these were flash food. These were $1 for the muffins. And then this is a plant-based cream cheese. It's mostly beans, but I got it for my daughter. But they were $1.50 each from flash food. And then this is the last thing I got at Gateway. This is what I went in for. This is 2 10-pound coolers of haddock. So normally a good price on haddock here is probably about $8.50 a pound. That's a good price. This time of year, it does come on sale because they're about to shut down George's Bank. So it is a good price this time of year, and it's a best tasting haddock of the year. So they had theirs on for $3.97 a pound. So each of these coolers were $40 in haddock. So this is fresh. So I'm going to freeze them on cookie sheets and then package them up. And this is the only thing I got from Superstore proper this week. I just picked up a carton of milk. I probably could have waited on this, but like I said, storm coming, so you want to have some milk for cereal in the fridge. And then I had a rain check for this bag of rice for $12.88. I think they had it on for Chinese New Year, but they didn't have any in store, so I picked up that. It's an 8-kilogram bag of rice. So my total this week was, at Gateway, I spent $124.75, but most of that, like $80 of that, was that fish. Superstore, I spent $19.77 just on those 2 items, and then $4 from Flash Food, those 4 items there. So my total for this week is $148.52. So I am just under budget this week, but I'm refilling the freezers up with some proteins, so that's what's taken a big chunk out of my budget. All right, thank you so much. Bye. So after I got my groceries put away, it's time to start portioning up this haddock. I decided to freeze them in 2 different quantities. The kids like fish, but it's not their absolute favorite. So I'm going to do up 7 of the large freezer bags. They're going to have 850 grams a piece. And those are going to be for like family meals. And then I'm going to do up 7 packages, and they're just going to have 1 pound a piece in them. And those will be for nights that me and my husband will be having fish, and then the kids maybe will have something else, maybe a pizza night or whatever. So just to give myself a little bit of variety, just because it is not the kids' favorite. So on each of the bags, I'm putting what's in it, the date, how many grams are in the package, and also the cost for that particular package. I like to do this so when I am pulling something from the freezer, I know exactly like how much money I'm spending per meal, just to give me an idea. And then I also like to look back on things and be able to see if something is a good deal or not. I know if I have it in my freezer, I picked it up because it was a really great deal. Oh, look, more snow. Oh, good. So we were completely out of rice. So after I got the fish portioned up, I decided to fill up our rice jar. These are just 4-liter pickle jars. We used to buy a lot of pickles from Costco back when we had a membership and before I started making my own pickles. So that's what I like to keep a lot of my dried goods in. Here's my son just scooping up the rice so he can go play with it, so I'm not cleaning it up. And I just write on the bag the date it was opened and how much the bag cost me. Once again, I can just kind of reference back to this. And because this is a large bag, it'll probably be, I don't know, a month or so before I'm filling up my jar again. So I'm just going to grab a piece of tuck tape and tape it closed just so I keep out as much air as possible. And this is the last thing I'm putting into slightly longer term storage is I'm going to put up these cheese slices into the freezer. The night before I had actually put a couple slices in and just saw how if they would freeze into one solid block and how the texture was when they came out, and I was happy with both. So I'm just separating the slices so they're a little easier to get apart once they thaw. And I decided to do up 6 packages of these. So that worked out to 25 slices per stack. So I'm just cutting the slices and then I'm going to wrap it up. I've got parchment paper on the inside, and then I've got a aluminum foil underneath. So I'll just separate these and then wrap them up, and they're going to go into the freezer. So once I've got these all wrapped up and make sure there's no air going to get to them, just on the outside of the package, I'm just going to grab a Sharpie and write what's in the package, the date, how many is in it, and the price per package. These worked out to be $1.66 a stack of 25 slices, so very economical. So another item for storage. Hopefully this gives you some good ideas on how you can save money on your grocery bill as well.